All right, so you know we're getting to that season, especially here in Florida. Everywhere we have to deal with all kinds of things that can go wrong. We talk about natural disasters, hurricanes. We talk about tornadoes, flooding, storms. We read about it, we see it all the time. And you ask yourself a question, am I prepared if something happens, if the power goes out? If I've got no way to feed my family, what am I gonna do for 3, 4, 5 days? What am I gonna do for a week? Well, that's what our today's special is all about. And I will tell you, what a great opportunity for you to get a brand new exclusive configuration from our friends at Wise. The most delicious, and I will say this flat out, most delicious portable food, emergency food you will ever have. This is not stuff that you force down. This is stuff that is absolutely delicious. We're doing 124 serving emergency food. We're giving you the filtering bottle to be able to filter out 100 gallons of water as well, which is a great deal. So now you can eat, you can drink. You know, the problem with an emergency is you have sometimes no access to power, you have no access to water. So make sure you put some water aside ahead of time, if not, knowing that you can take water and you can filter it through and you can still drink it, and you can have the most delicious food of all time. The wonderful Stephanie Roberts is here, has been with us at Wise, well, for many, many years. And I will tell you, this company, they blow it away. They really do, because the food, first of all, is delicious. You don't need any heat to get to activate it. You can use it with regular room temperature water.
Absolutely.
We're doing it in heat just because, you know, obviously warm food's gonna be more comforting and taste better.
And it goes faster.
It goes faster. I always tell people to invest in one of these little portable stoves too. They're great to have in an emergency, but the stuff is awesome. This is a great configuration, breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, everything you would need for 2 people to be okay for a week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of things I love about today's offering. This is the first time that we have put fruit and vegetable servings, 2 different kinds of fruit and 2 different kinds of vegetables in our grab and go bucket. So this is truly comprehensive. There's desserts, there's sauces, there's drinks, there's entrees, there's fruits, there's vegetables. And the big game changer, there is a water filtration bottle included. So this is a 28-ounce bottle. It has a portable filter inside. This bottle will take any kind of water. We're talking in emergency, you could literally use puddle water if you had to, and you would be able to get up to 100 gallons filtered through this bottle. Why is that important? Because everything you are going to see us make, all you need to do is add water. So to be truly self-sufficient in emergency now, you have your grab and go bucket with 124 servings, and you have your water filtration bottle. That's it. All you have to do is find some water, some liquid, and you are good to go. So all of the Wise meals reconstitute with just the addition of water. This is the beef stroganoff.
Yeah,
now you do see the fact that we are using a burner. As Guy pointed out, you don't have to use a burner. I am heating the water simply to make it come together faster. But if you are in an emergency situation and you've got room temperature water, in the winter you've got freezing cold water, any kind of water that is safe to drink will reconstitute this food into a great tasting meal. And now that the water bottle is included, you are good to go with absolutely everything in this configuration. As we head into summer storm season, you know that power outages happen. You know that floods either require you to evacuate or be stuck in situations. We've been watching those horrible wildfires in Colorado. Thousands of people have evacuated. If anything like this happens in your world, and it can happen at any time, don't you want to have the ability to take care of your family? By the time it happens to you, it's too late. You've got to get going ahead of time. So what makes Wise different than everything else out there in the market, quite honestly, is taste. You are looking at food that tastes exactly like you expect it to. Wise is not typical emergency food. I know as soon as you hear that, you're thinking, oh, all right, gross. I know it's one of those things I'm supposed to have, but who wants to eat it? This is food you actually want to eat. You're looking at the apple cinnamon oatmeal. It is full of the flavors of the apples, of the spices. It's the consistency you expect because Wise does it differently. Let's talk about what's happening in the factory, because Wise employs 2 very important types of people. They start with chefs. That makes sense, right? This is food. It's supposed to taste good. So the chefs put together the recipes with the appropriate spices, the right balance of fruits and vegetables, the right consistencies, so the taste is there. Gourmet tasting emergency food. But the second thing is the technology, and it is all about the pouch. Wise manufactures in what's called a modified atmospheric package. And what that means is this special pouch rocks. They have the technology with this pouch to seal out the humidity, to seal out the oxygen, to seal out heat, to seal out moisture, to seal out everything that makes food go bad for up to 25 years. 25 years. So we've got great tasting food. We've sealed out all the bad stuff. You keep this in a cool, dry place. All you do is add water, and you have everything your family needs in an emergency to eat. And now that we've added the water bottle, all you have to do is find the water. You don't have to worry about the safety of the water. This bottle will do that for you, and you're good to go. The most comprehensive thing we have ever been able to offer. When you do the math from 124 servings, it goes down to about 80 cents a serving of food you'd be happy to eat on a normal day, but yet you have it for 24 years, 25 years.
The year 2043. I was just thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. So what we're showing you up there is just the severe weather map and you know, what to expect.
What can happen at any time.
What can happen. And I am telling you, you know, you never know when it's going to hit you, and you never know when your power is going to go out. I would say probably every single one of us has had our power out for a day or two or three or four. When we had our hurricanes, not this past year, but the year before, a buddy of mine was living in Palm Beach, didn't have power for almost a month. I mean, it took that long in this country to get that done. So take advantage of it. Let me quickly again talk about the offer and show you what you're gonna get. So when you offer, you get the breakfast, you get the lunch, you get the dinners, you get everything you need, the fruits, the veggies for the first time. Normally it would be $149.95, but for this special day, it is only $99.95. For less than $100, you can have peace of mind. For less than $100, you can make sure that you and a loved one are taken care of. Now, Stephanie, if we've got, what if we have 4, 5, 6 people in our family? What should we do?
You know what? You can pick up multiple offers, or you can know that the FEMA, when you go through a tornado, when you go through anything like that, recommends that you always have a 3-day food supply for every member of the family in your home. So this will give you that 3-day food supply for up to 4 people in your home. That's the bare minimum. If you want to have more than that, again, this is enough for 1 person for 2 weeks or 2 people for 1 week. But tornadoes, they're here. Did you see this week the Pennsylvania tornadoes in the Wilkes-Barre area? Most people in the Northeast think, nah, June, not really tornado season for us. Yes, it is. I mean, 2 confirmed tornadoes touched down, injuries, evacuations, devastation. It's here. Tornado season is here. And of course, tropical season is here. We've already had our first named storm on the Atlantic side. They're on their second named storm on the Pacific side. 2017, a major, major wake-up call. And if you watch the news and you saw those families that were so devastated by Mother Nature's unwelcome surprises, you can't wait until those surprises happen. You have to have the preparation now. We are all about these preparedness events. I love that we are doing today, because here's the thing. We usually do this in February, in September, our preparedness events here at HSN. That's been the case for years. This was added because of everything we went through in this country last year and the knowledge that people weren't necessarily ready. We want to help you get ready for the unknown that can come this year. You need the food. You have home insurance to protect your home. You have medical insurance for the unexpected illness. What do you have for food insurance? Wise is food insurance. It tastes great. It'll last for up to 25 years. All I'm doing is adding water, and I'm good to go. Guy always mentions if you can keep a portable gas burner around, it's a great idea for a quick heat of water during any emergency. But you know what? If you don't have one, don't worry about the burner so much. Worry about the fact that you have the food. You can make this with any kind of water. It's easy. All I do is dump and stir.
And that's pretty much it. You don't need any specialty ingredients. It's seasoned perfectly. As we said, the chefs plan ahead to make sure that it's delicious. We get people that buy this for their college kids to take it up to school with them, because you never know when they're going to miss out on dorm food or whatever it is, or not take advantage of their food policies that they have up there. We use it for camping. People take it on their boats. You never know when you're going to get stuck or marooned or not have access to food. So this is a great backup system. And we all know that the really smart people out there, right, think about redundant systems, think about backup plans, think about what you would never get on an airplane if it didn't have a backup plan, right? So this is the same thing, but this is something you can do for yourself and you can do for your family. I mean, when you buy something like this, you're really thinking of your family. You're thinking outside of yourself, and you're thinking, I need to help people. This might not even be for you. It could be for a neighbor.
Absolutely.
This could be for somebody down the street. This could be for somebody that you know from church who said, we have no power. Send them, bring them over the bucket. You can always buy another one for yourself, but it's the smart people that plan ahead. My father, when we were young, always kept like 10-gallon, big gallon jugs of water in the basin. We used to say stuff like, what are you doing that for? He'd be like, and sure enough, we would use that. And you know, we would change it out from time to time, pour it in the garden if it had been a year or whatever, but he always had it there. And that's what the smart people do. They sit there and they say, we need a backup plan. Hey, listen, if you've bought this before, if you own it, I'd love for you to share your testimonials. We're here in Florida, so we're in a state that gets a lot of issues.
Absolutely.
But I lived in New England. I remember being snowed in. We couldn't get out of the house for 3 or 4 or 5 days before they could plow us out.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter where you live. You could be on the West Coast. We know earthquakes, all that. I mean, it's everywhere.
Fires,
Stephanie.
earthquakes,
everywhere.
volcanoes, storms. There's a huge list. All right, a couple of things before we move on. I want to talk more about this water filtration bottle because when we were on last night, that is what we got all the amazing questions about. I'm going to have you hold this for me, Guy, right here.
What's
all right,
floating
take
in
a
there?
look inside the water. There's a lot of nasty things floating in there. So this bottle is not gray. It's clear. What is in here is all the dirt, a little bit of mulch, some white random things I don't want to think about.
Oh, my gosh,
Okay, so hold the glass right here for me.
This
will go faster if I were to actually suck it out, but I want you to see when I would draw out the water, if I had pulled this out of the puddle in front of my house, I am filtering out the contaminants and I'm ending up with crystal clear water. All right, just so in case you're wondering, I know you are.
I was gonna drink it, but I'll let her do it instead.
Tastes like water.
Look at
from muddy dirt.
Look, how close can you come into this bottle, you guys?
Gross.
Because I want you to look. I'll shake it. Ready?
See all the nastiness?
All right. Look at the bottom there. That is just, and yet the water that comes out
is clear.
Is clear.
Yep.
Takes a second to filter it through, but that's how
go.
clear the water is.
Here's
so the water
the
is
list
perfectly clear.
of the contaminants, the chemicals, and the bacteria that are coming out. You're getting rid of the taste, the odor, fortunately the dirt, also the chlorine, the detergents, the pesticides, the dissolved solids. This filtration bottle will do this for you. So I love this offer because you're getting the entrees, you're getting fruits and vegetables, you're getting desserts, but you are getting the ability to have safe drinking water. Guy, it's a great configuration.
Well, and I love that it comes in that big recyclable bucket. And by the way, all the nutritional information is printed on the bucket for you too. But this gives you an idea of what goes in there, and it's all in Wise's stacking system inside. So everything from your breakfast, you're going to get the multigrain cereals, the apple cinnamon cereal, soups. You get that barbecue beans, and barbecue beans are such a satisfying thing. When you haven't eaten for a day, let me tell you, this food is very, very delicious. Pasta Alfredo, you get the vegetable pasta, you get when we talk about the fruits and the veggies, that's all the gold packaging that you see there is loaded. We give you the milk alternative, whey milk alternative, so you can actually make your own milk. I mean, if it's a long time and you want to eat cereal, you will absolutely love that, or put it in your coffee, you get that. We give you the water filtration bottle. By the way, Kyle, don't we have the water filtration bottle on its own too? In fact, to give you an idea of the value of that, I think it's like 20, 30 bucks, something like that for a bottle. That bottle's included, but if you need to buy an extra one, which it's not a bad idea to have 2 of those bottles, you'd be surprised how fast 100 gallons goes. You're gonna want it a couple of days, right? Even if you're just washing with that water, right? You can utilize that. They're $29.95 and free shipping and handling. If you'd like to grab that as well. So everything comes inside. And by the way, I'm gonna step over. If you would like some veggies or some protein, we also have those available as a separate